to vibe. We like to vibe.
Come vibe with us. Hello, guys. It's the Deep Escapism podcast. We are back. We are filming this in the same night because, why the fuck not?
We're in the zone.
Yeah, we are.
I'm in the zone.
Today,
I can speak for myself.
we're talking about anxiety, which a lot of people deal with. A lot of people suffer from anxiety, and anxiety is, one of the fucking worst things ever.
Yeah.
And I definitely know, and we've all had our fair share of anxiety, which is why we are going to discuss this. My personal experience with anxiety, I had dealt with it for a long time. Like, a long time, and it's only gotten worse over time. But, like, it used to be, like, if something dramatic happened, then I'd be, like, anxious. I'd be in my room, fucking not able to go to bed, shaking, fucking losing my shit, can't breathe, all that kind of shit. And then over time, it's just become, I just get anxiety when nothing's happening. Like, when it doesn't seem like anything can really be that bad, for some reason, it just has gotten worse over time for me. But, what about you guys?
For me, anxiety is just overthinking. My brain doesn't stop.
Yeah.
It doesn't stop coming
The
up
thing
with
with
negative thoughts, and sometimes it's not all negative, but it's just paranoid thoughts. Intrusive thoughts that you're like, why are you there when I'm trying to be in a good mood? And you're just still there.
And yeah, there's different kinds of anxiety. Cause like the overthinking kind of anxiety is more of like, more people get that kind of anxiety.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of people with social anxiety, and there's so many kinds of anxiety and ways that it happens, and anxiety can come out as being irritated, being fucking mad, being sad, just panic attacks. It just comes in all forms.
Yeah.
What is your personal experience with anxiety?
Well, for one, social anxiety, very, very bad, like my whole life. And I'm working through it. I'm trying. COVID's made that a little tough because, we had to literally keep away from people, like, for real, not just because I wanted to. And, yeah, that's all I can think of right now, but I'm so bad. I've said this, I'm really bad on the spot. But, like, if I get it, I'll get it, and I'll flow, don't worry. But,
what are your opinions about anxiety? Because a lot of people think that it's just like, well, all you gotta do is stop overthinking and it'll end. People don't get it.
In a sense, like, I agree, like with that, but, like, not to, like, because, like, it is your mindset, in a sense. It's your mindset, like, you have to, like, fight past that, and it's just, like...
And it's way harder than people make it seem. So don't feel bad if anxiety hits you pretty hard. Because,
in my opinion,
me too.
In my opinion, people say that you should be able to control it because it's, like, in your brain, but to me, it's, like, a different thing that, like, enters my brain,
It's, like, it's, like, a little demon just being, like, you're fucking ugly, like, like, no, you don't look good, you look so bad today. That's self-image I get with, like, that, like, insecurities and shit, like, anxiety. With that, I'll just really, like, trash myself and end up wearing some big shit instead of, like, looking cute, So, yeah. I don't know if that's, like, anxiety type shit. But...
Yeah, no, anxiety comes in many different ways.
Real personal here.
I will be having such a good day. Literally, today, I was living my life. I made you guys hear that sickening beat in the beginning of this? Yeah, I made that shit. I was so happy that I made that, mad excited, in a good-ass mood, and then, I, like, was just so anxious after some time. I was sitting in my room, like, why do I have so much anxiety right now? Like, just so stressed about literally I don't even know.
Yeah.
So it, if you get that, I feel you, cause it's like, well, why are you anxious? I don't fucking know. I'm trying to ask myself the same shit. It's a tough thing, but what I do to stop my panic attacks and to calm myself down, cause I'll really like, and it could be, doesn't matter how big or small, something is that causes your anxiety. If it makes you feel something, it fucking means something. It matters. It's not, oh, you're dramatic. It's not a big deal. Yeah, well, it's a big deal to you. So then, you know what? If it affects your mental, then it's important. If it affects you emotionally, it's important. If it affects you physically, it's important. And anxiety can go to all three. It can affect all three at once. What I like to do is I'll point things out that I know of, like that I can sense, that I can see, that I can touch, that I can smell. So I'll be like, if I'm in my car and I'm having an anxiety attack, and I'm like, bitch, I need to drive. I'll be like, oh, I see the steering wheel, I can touch the steering wheel. Oh, I see the air freshener, I can smell the air freshener, and I keep doing that, or like with everything around me, and I don't know, man. You just have to do it, and you'll know what I'm talking about.
Left the pocketbook outside.
Me.
Go have fun looking at it.
Why? No.
Oh, Brooke.
No, I don't like you right now.
It's ripped up.
Oh god. Anxiety. Okay, so what helps me with anxiety is breath work because I'm having it right now. I'm breathing, and when I imagine I'm breathing in the problem into my lungs, and then I breathe it out, and I just let it go.
Oh,
That's what I do. I
I've
visualize.
never heard of that.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
Wow, thanks, Brooke. Fucking God, I can't. Okay, I'm fine. Don't worry.
Jeez. Okay.
I'm so sad about that, but it's okay. Whatever, it's my fault. Moving on.
All right. When
sucks, bro.
I'm so sad about it, but like I'm not.
all right.
Okay.
Well. When do you guys think your anxiety started?
Maybe like middle school and high school.
That seems to be like the normal time that happens for everybody.
Yeah.
Maybe not everybody, but a lot of people.
Yeah. Just there's a lot of wishy-washy people in that time. Like people are changing, people are hurting themselves, people are like go astray and like try to go. Like it's just like I guess that's where social anxiety comes in. Cause like everyone just like dips on you and you're like, well, okay, fuck you all, and then you hate everybody.
Walking in the cafeteria and you're like trying to prevent yourself
walking
from
in the
having a freaking
cafeteria.
attack.
Oh my god.
I know people out there were like, oh my god, I feel that.
Yeah, I literally was like that. I was like, oh my god,
Me too.
I feel that.
Anxiety's a bitch, man. When mine started, fuck. Definitely earlier than I had acknowledged. For a long time, I didn't even take it seriously when I would when something of mental health would happen with me, depression or anything like that. I was always brought up to think that that's like not that serious, that if you're financially okay, you're okay everywhere. You don't have those problems. It had taken me a long time to notice that bitch, like, no, that's not normal. It's not normal to think that that's normal. to be accepting of the fact that you feel a certain way, and it's so okay. You're a fucking person. You're a human being. That's just anxiety is something that everybody faces, just certain people face it harder. Certain people really, really have anxiety, diagnosed and stuff,
I also want to say that hot flashes are a part of it too. Sometimes I just get really hot, like I'm just like, oh my god,
My stomach
feeling it right now.
hurts when I have anxiety.
Sometimes you
Like
can get
sweating right now.
lightheaded.
Yeah.
There's a lot of symptoms to anxiety.
Yeah.
Literally, as simple as being like irritated at like small things is anxiety.
Yeah. See, like, and also overthinking. I'm still thinking about the bag, even though I said I'm not thinking about it anymore. I
Me
can't
too.
stop. I'm
Do
just
you
like thinking of
guys-
everything right now.
Have any people in your lives that you've seen struggle with anxiety, like
Yes,
specifically?
yes. He's just like he can't get out of his head, and he can't get out of the negative thoughts. And he can't be alone. That's another thing. Like, sometimes you can't be alone because when you're alone, you just think too much, and it just stresses you out.
For a long time after my father passed away, I did not want to be alone.
Mm.
I would make so much effort to just be like, oh, Samantha, can you come here? Or, other people that I would be around would be like, can we hang out? Like, I did not want myself to be alone for a long time. And then the quarantine literally got me out of that.
Yeah,
It just
quarantine, like,
worked.
changed
It just
everything.
clicked shit.
I was like so stressed with like my job, like I hated it. I was not happy, and COVID happened, and I was like, yes, I'm not working anymore, and then I quit. So we're good. I'd rather be jobless than somewhere miserable, I really don't care. I'd rather be happy.
Samantha has a little thing she wrote about anxiety.
I don't want
You want me to read it? I'll read it. Because we were talking about last time how Samantha likes to write. Well, you guys can get a little glimpse into her writing here. You okay with this?
Yeah, I guess.
Okay. This is by Samantha Tomlinson. This is the face. Anyone who wants to work with her, this is her brain, her writing, her talent. Look at this face. Remember this face. Okay. It's titled The Beast. You go through life living in your head, wondering if everyone is like this or if it is just you. It's not just you. It's not just you. Does everyone overthink? Yeah. Am I always going to be this way? Why does your brain keep going even when you ask it to be quiet? The questions are still not answered, but your thoughts never turn off. You try and try, but still cannot control the feelings, thinking the same things over and over again with no conclusion. Fear and stress take over. Your mind is a whirlpool. You wonder if you should even keep going, if it'll even get brighter. Anxiety, always present but never wanted. You nervously grab your lips or bounce your leg around because in your head is a place you do not want to be. Every bad thing anyone has ever said to you or about you circling in your head like a boomerang that never rests. Sometimes it is so bad that you can't even tell which voice is your own. You feel it coming, the fear taking over again. This is when you need to release, to let go of the negative words and thought patterns. Breathe and count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8,
Am I supposed to be breathing in
9, 10. Your anxiety does not control you. You control the beast inside. Try thinking about beautiful things you love, people who believe in you instead and never ever stop breathing. Well, yeah. Otherwise you're going to drop dead. Do not let the stress take over your entire body to the point where you do not even recognize the face in the mirror looking back at you. You are beautiful and need to remember love is more powerful than fear. You must ask yourself different questions, more positive ones. Do I have any control over what is happening right now? What is this trying to teach me? I am a powerful individual. I control my thoughts. If you let the past and future take over your headspace, your brain will never slow. Live in the now, deal with the present issues, focus on the good things in your life. I, out of all people, understand that sometimes the beast takes over your mental, and that is okay. Anxiety is a natural expression, but remember you have the power to decide how much of your life you let the monster control. Your mind is a sacred place. Nobody else knows what it's like in there except you. Be more optimistic about outcomes. Do not allow the negative thoughts in because once they get in, they take over. If they sneak in like they are bound to, deal with them head on. Do not let a million build up just to attack you all at once. I will be honest, some days will be good and others will not be. This is what it means to be human, but you must never give up. Start saying things like I will and I can, instead of letting the negative parts of your mind control the wheel of your thoughts. There's always a positive, even if it looks like the negative list is way too long. You will get through it. Sorry, my dog's fucking barking. Think of the little things that make you happy, however small or big they may be. For me, I think about the moon. It is a beautiful light shining down, or the cool breeze blowing on my skin on a warm day, and the way the sun looks when it's setting at the beach. Life is beautiful, and I know how easy it is to overlook, but if you do, life will pass you by while you are living in your own mind. Will it happen overnight, as if you wake up a new person that loves every second of every day? Probably not, but over time your thought patterns will change direction. Everything that is meant to happen in your life will happen.
Yeah, that's true.
You just need to have a little faith. Take it from someone who learned the lesson the hard way. Overthinking holds you back for sure. I lived in my head for years. It was safer in there. It's as if I was only looking at the rain clouds in front of me, refusing to turn around just to realize there was a rainbow right behind me. Step by step, you will learn to influence your thoughts, so they are not only harmful to you. Your potential out there in the real world is there waiting for you to find it. You will not find it in your head. The only person who can control the way you live is you. Think of a flower, right? It starts off as a seed with so much potential, just like where we all started. With proper care, it grows to be big, bold, and beautiful. You might be thinking it's easier on flowers. They do not have anxiety, bad thoughts, or negative influences. As you are probably right. Think of it this way. If you put a flower in a dark room and poured Pepsi in it instead of water, do you think it would grow? Definitely not. Your thoughts are that dark space you are living, the toxic drink seeping into your roots. Move yourself into the light, cleanse your mind with fresh water, and see the difference it will make. Living in your head is easier than dealing with the thoughts occupying it, but you will never be in control of your own path if you will keep allowing the beast to win. Take control, swap the bad thoughts for good ones. You can do it. I believe in you. Start meditating, cleanse your mind, and always remember that you deserve happiness. The best version of yourself is just around the corner. You just need to take the first step towards them. That's, the one who's not talking. That's what she's got going
That goes
on.
in her
Because she's
head.
having an anxiety attack right now.
Me fucking too, bro. Still.
So,
Bro.
yeah, that's sickening, Samantha.
That is very sickening. I could
Samantha
never
is
do
a
that.
writer, guys, and so if she's not talking much in this podcast, she did it for us. I mean, I'm the one that spoke, but that's Samantha's mind. So
I feel like that sums up about everything.
yeah, she got into it, dog.
Yeah, I feel
What advice would you guys give to other people with anxiety?
just know it's not forever. It's only temporary. And it sucks, yeah, but you're strong.
Yeah.
And
I think the only thing with anxiety is it's gonna come. It's bound to come.
It's
Like, there's no
inevitable.
way around it, but it's the, like I said in the thing, it's the way you deal with it. You don't let it take over. Don't let it
Yeah.
control the rest of your day. If you're having a bad part of the day, don't make it the whole day.
yeah.
Change your mood, change the way you're thinking. Like, I did that 7 times today. Right now I'm in a bad part, but I'll change it. In the
Or
next
if you're having a
half
bad
hour or
day,
so.
don't let it control the next 2 days,
Yeah.
3 days, 4 days, week,
Definitely not that.
2 weeks, to a
Yeah.
month, and then at that point you're like, well, shit, I've just been unhappy.
Yeah, then your
Also-
life is just passing you by while you're unhappy.
Just don't bury it.
Bury a friend, try to wake up.
Because that'll only make it worse in the long
Yeah.
run. Like, deal with it, feel it, release it, try to release it.
I mean, don't
Best you
feel
can.
out your panic attacks, because those sometimes can end really
try
wrong.
but,
Like, try to
the-
escape that.
Yeah, definitely. But, like,
You should always
traumas
allow
and
yourself to feel what you're feeling.
yes.
To
Don't
feel
try
what
to hide it.
what certain
box
things
it in.
cause you to feel. Let yourself deal with that, because then it's just going to catch up with you if you push it
Yeah.
off.
Literally. So, don't. don't do
Sorry,
that.
Jules is being annoying. Not.
Not.
She watches this.
When's the last time you guys had an anxiety attack?
Has actually been a while for me. I don't know. Which, very proud.
I remember I had a really bad anxiety attack like a few months ago, but like I haven't had like a really bad one like that in a few months, I guess.
Damn, you're
Yeah.
lucky as shit. I've literally had one pretty recently. I'm
I
trying to think
mean,
when it was.
If you like, I don't know. I'm trying to think of like the level like anxiety attack.
Any anxiety is still anxiety.
Yeah.
Regardless
like,
if it's huge or
I always
not.
have anxiety every fucking day. Remember when I came over, like, and I was having that anxiety attack? Like, that was, like, last week.
You did?
Yeah.
When?
Remember when I was, like, fucking panicking?
No, I don't. You were?
Yeah.
When? About what?
You know.
I don't even remember this.
The same reason I'm having an anxiety attack right now.
You're not having an anxiety attack, you're just anxious.
Kidding.
Oh my god.
I'm just kidding.
I wasn't anxious today after I literally, like I said, did something so sickening. And I was like, bitch, what the fuck? Like, you just proved how fucking ill you are. Who gives a shit about other things? But to be honest, it wasn't even me, like, in my thoughts thinking about anything. I just was anxious. It's just, anxiety has literally become, like, a huge thing that just happens to me, and I don't have the explanation.
Yeah. I don't either.
And-
That's what I said. Like, it's
And
gonna happen.
people will
It's
ask
just
you,
the way
well,
you deal with
what's
it.
causing you anxiety? To be honest with you, I can't
Everything.
even get into it.
Everything and nothing at the same
Like,
time.
Like, not saying, like, oh, I'm gonna keep it a secret. Like, I can't get into what is causing me anxiety sometimes because I literally don't even get it. Sometimes, like, I'm just like, why am I anxious right now? Like, today, I was like, what is happening? I mean, it could have been partially because I didn't eat or something, but, like, you know, but eat, guys. Make sure you eat.
Yeah,
That was
please.
just, that,
Yes.
that was unintentional, but, you know.
Oh, that's another thing that anxiety has done to me is make me not eat and lose a ton of weight.
Or
that I
overeat.
still have lost.
Or overeat and gain a ton of weight. That happens to everybody.
Yeah, it could go either way, and it both suck just as much as the other. Like, you know, like one sucks just as much as the other, actually. But yeah,
And anxiety doesn't have to be you, like, shaking and fucking hyperventilating. Of course, that is literally
Part of it.
having an anxiety attack, but, anxiety can be just simply, like,
overthinking.
not feeling great.
Yeah. Like physically, you mean?
Yeah, your vibe is just
Physically,
off.
yeah. Physically,
Your
mentally,
vibe off.
emotionally, all of it.
Like me.
Yeah, the vibe's just not there right now for her.
Yeah, this is a good time to have an anxiety podcast.
Yeah, literally, so much anxiety happened during it. Bro.
Well, yeah.
Wow, that's crazy.
Oh my god.
I'm okay. For now.
I'm okay, but I'm not.
No, I'm joking. I'm gonna be okay. I'm gonna always be okay.
We're all gonna be okay.
We're gonna be swell.
We're all
But
small.
we really would like to hear your thoughts on your anxiety too. What your experience is like. We there's no judgment here.
Yeah.
You know.
We all have our shit.
Yeah.
Everyone's got their shit.
And we are definitely down to listen. Cause if there's anything about us, we love to help people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We
And
love to be
listen.
helpful. We love to just
We're good listeners.
we love to change people's moods, lives. Like we said in the other one, we really want to change lives. And if we can at least start little with, you know, some people that just happen to find us and just fuck with us.
Yeah.
You know, we're here for you. And you know, we'll link all our stuff down below once again.
Yeah.
You can DM us even if it's like, you know, if you feel comfortable with any of us
Yeah, if you just want to talk,
helping you out.
Yeah.
talk.
We are just people, and
Yeah.
always remember that all these people that you admire and that are famous and that do all these things that you think you can't do, they are human beings that were at your point
They're
at some
human
point.
beings
Yeah.
with a label.
Yes. Their
That's it.
career just happens to be in the spotlight.
Yeah.
Yeah. And there's no reason that you can't be in the spotlight one day too,
Exactly.
if that's what you want.
If that's what you want. But don't do things just to be in the spotlight.
Yeah, like do it humbly for yourself.
Do
like,
it-
for your
Do it because you want to do it.
betterment.
Like with
Yeah.
music, that just happens to have an audience, but I want to do it, you know. And the fame part, you know, it has its ups and downs. Anybody, you don't have to be famous to know that. You can literally just watch it, but don't aspire for fame. Aspire for what you want to do, and
Happiness.
if fame happens to be part of that, then it just does, you know.
Yeah. Aspire
'Cause
for happiness.
The grass is really, really not always greener.
It's greener where you water.
If you're happier keeping your life low key, being a fucking farmer or a fucking dentist or
Whatever
anything,
the fuck you want.
if that makes you happy, do
a
it.
construction worker, a plumber, doesn't matter.
If you're content
Be what
with
the fuck
doing
you
that,
want to be, man.
do it.
Don't have anxiety because you feel like, you know, it's not good enough. What you want to do is good enough for you.
Yeah.
And if it doesn't feel that way, then you need to do some soul searching and see what you really want.
Yeah.
For sure.
That's something I struggle with, figuring out what I want. I just recently kind of figured it out, actually. It took me like 10 years, but it's okay. We
My
did
reading
it.
did that.
Yes, that was thanks to her.
My readings are very helpful, guys. Also, yeah, follow our TikToks because we do readings on there.
Yes, I try to do at least 2 a day, if that. Don't hold me to it. Some days I get a little lazy.
And Samantha just posts like Samantha things.
Yeah.
She just is
Whatever
she's
she
just
wants.
cool about it, so.
Yeah.
But what do you guys think you've dealt with more, depression or anxiety? And what do you think is worse?
I think that
I think that
dealt with
anxiety is worse.
Anxiety more, and I think anxiety is worse.
Me too.
I think I've
And
had
I-
depression more.
Yeah, for you.
For me, definitely depression.
I think depression is.
I've definitely had both.
I think depression for me was caused by anxiety.
Mm,
I don't
Personally,
even know if I could say if one's worse or not. They're both horrible.
they both suck, yeah.
Depression was
Personally,
not
I feel like
I
they
feel
go
like I
hand in
can
hand,
work-
though,
yeah.
fun.
sometimes.
Ew.
I feel like I can work better under, like, when I have depression than
Mm.
anxiety.
I feel like when
Sometimes
I'm
anxiety
depressed-
literally stops everything for
Yeah.
That's
me.
how I feel like depression for me is.
See?
Like depression
It's
just made me
different.
want to not do shit. Like I want to just sleep all day. That's
Yeah.
it.
I felt like that too.
So
Definitely.
And that's definitely part of anxiety.
Yeah.
You know, they, like
They
you
go
said,
hand in hand.
they literally do go hand in hand.
Yeah. They suck.
Mental health is a very serious situation.
Yeah.
And,
And I think because of social media and everything, like people our age are more prone to it. Like a
Yeah.
lot more people
yeah.
have mental health problems because of like social media and society.
That's
and
literally why I'm off
perceptions
of
and
a lot of
labels.
social media.
yeah.
Like, TikTok and Twitter are positive places for me, so I stay on there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
TikTok is so positive.
Because
Otherwise-
you just surround yourself with the positiveness of it. Like
Yeah.
you don't look at the negative.
like find like some positive quote accounts on Instagram and like
Yeah.
Twitter, like that uplift you, or like daily mantra ones. You know, like those are really nice.
Yeah, like, Instagram personally for me, I just had to get off of it because of personal things. But, nah, Twitter and TikTok, it's definitely my stuff.
Yeah, I agree with that a lot. TikTok's like my favorite. I've learned so much shit from there. It's insane.
Yeah, definitely follow us. And if you start up good conversations with us, let us know you came from here. We could follow you back.
If you want tarot reading,
We
you
are
know,
not no like Hollywood ass bitches. Like, we genuinely will conversate with you. We're not gonna be like weird. And like, you know, just like I hate people that are just like, oh, you watched me? Oh yeah, okay, stay there. Stay in your
Yeah.
spot. Cause you know what? You're being supportive, so I fuck with that.
Yeah.
And we would love to support anyone who's doing certain endeavors too. Like,
Yeah,
if you
I'll
watch this
support
and you
much.
happen to do certain things, you have music you want us to hear, you have whatever, we could react to it on the podcast.
Yeah.
You have fucking things, you know, whatever. Like, give us stuff. You can interact with us, and we're not gonna be like dickheads.
Yeah.
We're not like that. We're not
No,
like,
no.
we're not like those girls in middle school that scarred you for life. I promise.
We're not them.
Yeah,
We're
we're
not them.
different.
We will
In the best way.
we will interact with you, and you know, if you think that there's something we can do to the podcast to make it better,
Yeah.
let
like
us
any
know.
advice, fuck it, yeah, I'll take that.
I won't have an anxiety attack about it. I'll actually appreciate that a lot.
Yeah. We'd appreciate the help as much as you would.
Also, if you do suffer from anxiety, get in touch with nature.
Nature is good
Get-
for grounding.
Yes, get in touch with anything that just calms you down. Music, listen to meditation music while you sit in
Music
nature.
is definitely the best help for
Pets.
me personally.
Pets, yeah, if you got a pet.
Being
snuggle
around
up.
your pets can be very helpful.
And just around people who you
Painting.
can trust too.
Creating, writing. How about your comfort food? Maybe some baked mac and cheese watching The Office or like
Yeah.
something, you know?
At the end of the day,
When
you have
you
to worry
have-
about yourself more.
Yes, and if you are having a bad day, allow yourself to have that bad day. Do things that'll get you through that bad day. Like I said, eat some baked mac and cheese and watch your favorite show.
Take mental
Or,
health
you know,
days.
maybe ramen noodles or like pizza rolls or like Chick-fil-A. Like whatever you want to do.
Yeah.
Just get yourself through the day, man. And then the next day, maybe it'll be better. And if it's not, you still have the next day and the next week, and
And you have
it
to
doesn't
make it
last
better.
forever.
You have to make it better.
You have
See
to
the
let
good.
yourself. You have to really, really.
Take your focus off the bad and put it
Yeah.
on the good.
That's
I
the
noticed
number one
for
thing.
me, being creative really, really does take me out of all my shit.
Yeah.
Music, being creative,
Also,
Just-
you can let it
just
out that
simply
way.
having my windows open, being in touch with nature that little amount
Yeah.
does help my day. Like, just my vibrancy is so much higher, my energy is so much better.
Yeah.
There's like really, really small
really
things you
does.
can do for anxiety. You can read.
Literally sitting out in the sunlight does wonders. Like
Yeah.
sunlight is so good for you. And it's so easy. You just sit outside and just take it
Maybe
in.
get plants and take care of them.
Yeah, like have some
Find
life
something
in
to
your
take
room.
care of. You know, there's so many things.
Yes.
Maybe take a bath, bro. Baths, they do
No,
well for
baths
me.
are very good for that actually, and showers too.
Yeah,
Very
and when you're in the
therapeutic.
shower, if you had a day of anxiety and stress and stuff, imagine as this water's going down you.
all the problems are going
That's
with it.
just going with it. The anxiety is just you're just watching it wash off.
Same with like the breathing that I said. You imagine
Mhm.
it going in and then out it goes. Same thing. Down
Or
and off
you-
it goes.
Have your hands like this, and you just release the anxiety. Just
Yeah.
picture yourself releasing just even the word anxiety.
Or, you know,
Like little steps you can take to just, take it away for a moment.
yeah. I like thought of this method. I don't know if I like visual or if you like get a balloon and like actually do this, but like get a balloon, write all your troubles on there,
Mm-hmm.
and let it go. Either
Yeah.
imagine it or do it. It's a good way of releasing traumas.
Yeah.
It's all about the release. You gotta
Maybe
release it all.
color. Those fucking coloring books, those are so therapeutic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Those
are
fucking
nice.
ones that you can get,
The adult ones.
yeah, the adult coloring books. Or, coloring in general. It doesn't even have to be those.
Yeah, draw your own
but-
picture, man. Get creative.
There's so many things that can help you with that. And if you have to go to work and stuff,
Just find a
get
place
through
you
that
really
day.
like.
There's things you can find throughout that day that's going to help you. You just have to
Find
you have-
them.
you have
Get
to
notice
just
them.
be creative in your mind too. Cuz like I said, being just that little bit of creativity really does something. If you
Yeah.
work at a supermarket or something, you play catch of like toilet paper or with the cans, drop them, have a laugh. Maybe get fired, but then, you'll have a new job soon. It's
Yeah,
not a
you
big
didn't like
deal.
that job anyway. It's fine. You were bored there.
I
And
mean,
everything
you'll
happens for
probably
a
miss your
reason.
friends, and it's likely that you won't get fired.
Yeah, probably not. But if you do, it's fine.
But if you do, you just move on.
Yeah.
Don't have anxiety about it.
Yep.
And I know your rents due. Maybe do DoorDash. There's things you can do.
Yeah, if you like to drive, that's a good option.
Yeah,
'Cause driving actually.
drive
going for
with your
drives,
oxen, with all your
I love going
best,
for drives. For that
your best
reason.
calm music,
Sit by
or
the
your
water.
best hype music, whatever.
If you want to go, like, if you have like a little bay area by you, go sit by the water and just
Mhm.
look out into the openness, or the nice houses around. I like to look at nice houses.
Sit
too.
outside on each full moon. Plan out your next month,
Yep.
the next period of time until the new moon and all that.
Candles, if you like candles and they relax you.
Really get in touch with
Candles.
things around you, specifically nature, animals, other people.
Yeah, people. That
And
you
your
care
instinct will
about.
always tell you when other people are like gonna just make your anxiety worse, and when they're not.
Yeah.
When they're like, maybe this vibe's gonna work for me. And then if it doesn't, just fuck those people.
Yeah, and if people give you anxiety, then fuck them, literally. Like, cut them out of your life.
Yeah, that's
Don't
all.
fuck
Because it's
People
they're
you
just
have around
projecting their
you.
own anxiety onto you, their own issues.
And it's not worth your own mind going crazy.
You are your environment.
Yep. You are a product of your environment and what you're around wholeheartedly. But don't use that as an excuse for everything. But it is true.
Just recognize it. Sure.
Exactly. Recognize that.
Just take notice to everything. Observe everything. Always observe.
Don't be around people that just fuck you up, man. That just don't help the anxiety at all. You know.
Yeah, lo-fi people are no.
Yeah.
go.
We're done with those people. Cut them out, you know.
And you know what? Sometimes you may even have to go through it just because you have to.
Yep.
Like for lessons, for growth that you need.
The universe
You have to just
always
know
has a
it's
plan. But
for a reason.
you know, sometimes it's a really fucking
Shitty thing.
wild plan, but it always has a plan, and it always just makes sense eventually. You know, as long as you're following through with your right instincts, doing the right things for your own self, because at the end of the day, you are what matters the most.
Yeah, it's
You
your
know,
life, like,
don't be worrying about everybody else so hard. You are the first thing you should be worried about.
in reality, everyone's just worrying about themselves as much as you are. Like, you're sitting there thinking, like, oh my god, everyone's looking at me. Are they looking at me? But, like, in reality, so is everyone else.
That's anxiety.
you know?
That is a sum up of anxiety.
Yeah.
Feeling
That's
like
literally
that.
what it is. Everyone's feeling the same exact way.
Everyone's
you know?
also being like, oh my god, don't look at me.
Yeah.
Oh my god, everyone's staring at me.
Yeah.
And if they are, bitch, they're staring for a reason. And it's
Yeah,
not
make 'em
negative.
give them something good to stare at, bitch. Strut
You
your
are
shit.
sickening.
Yeah.
They're staring for a reason. If they are
Okay.
staring. If you're feeling them stare at you though, and
Stare at them
that,
back.
and now you're thinking like, no, if you're feeling them stare at you and they're not staring at you, and now you're like, well, am I not sick? Bitch, yes, you are.
You're still sickening.
Yes, you're still sickening. That just means that the other people around you are like in their shell, like, oh shit, people are looking at me. But if other people are looking at you, you got something over them, and don't be upset about it at all, because it's not a bad thing. Not a bad thing for you. That's something they gotta deal with. How you make other people feel through doing nothing to them is not your responsibility. How you move is your own responsibility.
How people react to you is their problem, not yours.
Yes.
So you do your thing.
As long
don't
as
give a
you're,
fuck.
you know, not fucking asshole.
Yeah, if you're an asshole, then you're an asshole, then that's your reason. But, like, if you're just doing you and being good and vibing and shit, and someone's just trying to find a problem with everything, then just distance yourself a little bit. For sure. For sure. Maybe even try to help them out. Be like, look, this is what's going on with you. Try to help them out, you know? Be like, get them to see, you know?
You know, if safe, if necessary.
Yeah, like,
If
yeah.
if it's even gonna benefit you, because at the end of the day, worry about you. You know, care about the people you care about, but if they're not caring about you, fuck them. Get rid of them. Doesn't fucking mean shit. Because you're just gonna sit there and be worried about people that don't give a single fuck about you. It's a waste of time. It's just gonna cause you more anxiety and stress for nothing. Because what's for you is gonna be for you, and some people just aren't for you, and they come along still. They come around regardless of their temporary stay. But there's always a reason. Like I said, the universe has a plan. Sometimes it's just really fucked up and confusing and like why, but it just has its reasons, and we can't fight it because there's nothing more powerful than the universe.
yeah. You have to fucking deal with it. And know that it's for a higher purpose. Your higher purpose.
Yeah, and a lot of people feel the things you feel, man.
Yeah, like
A
you're
lot of
never
people will
alone.
always, like Samantha said in her little story, I guess you could say, her little enlightening situation on anxiety. You are not the only person that feels these things. You're not the only person that does and feels and thinks and has these problems. There's so many people that you'd be like, oh my god, what? I thought I was the only one. Literally, everybody thinks like that. Everybody does, but it's just not true. You're not alone, even if you feel alone, because even if the people around you are for you, they're not part of your soul tribe, there's just doesn't seem like anyone around you is really for you. The people that are for you are going to be for you, but get in touch with ancestors and your angels, and there's energy around you that is for you. Get a pet that's really going to love you and put all their trust into you and nobody else. You know? Do what you got to do, man. But you're never alone in things. And if you do feel alone, you got us. You could definitely DM me on my Twitter. Talk about that, because bitch, I'll get into it. I have felt alone a lot, even with them.
Yeah.
Even when I know I had them.
We all have been there.
Yeah.
And you know what? Find comfort in being alone.
Exactly.
Because you're gonna find most of your peace being alone.
True.
You have to be okay with being by yourself before
have to vibe alone.
before you can attract the right shit.
Yeah.
And the right people. Because the higher your vibrancy and the less you give a fuck about other situations, the better shit is gonna be. For sure.
Yeah.
Basically, don't give a fuck.
You know, about what other people think and
Yeah.
about things that are out of your control and stuff.
Yeah.
But you know, care about your own pursuits and your own goals and your own mental health, your own situation. You know, the people that care about you, that you care about them, but don't stress for them. You know,
Feel empathy. But
it can
don't
be very
feel
hard
it.
if you're an empath, like
Yeah,
you said.
like, oh god.
But-
Sometimes. But
And there's nothing wrong with that either. There's nothing wrong with
No.
feeling for other people.
it's a
Just
beautiful
don't let
thing.
it consume you and your already burdens.
Yeah.
Yeah, like you got your own burdens. Like, you know, help them, feel for them. But that's all you can do. They gotta figure it out for themselves.
Any last thoughts about anxiety or mental health in general?
I don't think so. I think we pretty much covered it all.
Yeah.
Any last thoughts about your excitement for this podcast and how we're going to move forward with this?
Yeah.
I hope you guys
So
really like
enthusiastic.
our header, our pictures, our music. We really worked on that shit.
Yeah. Another day I'll be in a better mood. I promise.
Yeah, she's
It's also a
she's
little
going to
late.
be better. I promise Samantha is not this boring and not this low vibrancy and not this shithole.
No, it's true. I feel it. Just very low vibrancy right now.
Yeah.
And it's just
It's okay to be
it's
okay.
like exactly
Like-
what this video is
like
about.
we just said.
Yeah.
Yep.
You're gonna have
It's a perfect
anxiety.
time
You're
to
gonna
do
have
this.
bad days, and it's just tomorrow will be a better day. You know.
Yeah, this is coming from someone that's literally having anxiety right now.
Yeah.
And she's laughing it off.
What
'Cause you
else
have
could
to.
you do?
Surround yourself with your best friends when you're feeling anxiety. They give a shit about you. You know, if they're good best friends. If they're not like those toxic people on TikTok that people keep catching.
Yeah,
Oh
I
my
see so
God,
many of
it's
those.
That's fucked up.
bad.
That is fucked. Like, how do you
If you
do
have
that to
people like
someone?
Samantha, Brianna, and Ash Delore, then keep those bitches and spend time with those bitches. Let them get shit off your mind, or let them be there for you to vent, be there for you to hug them.
Sometimes venting is the best thing, and it's all you
Yeah.
need.
Be there for you to snack together,
Like,
And
smoke together,
Even if you
whatever.
don't even have anybody to vent to, just vent to yourself. Because
Yeah.
I've talked to myself in the car many a time. So
talking to yourself is great.
yep,
Do
I
it.
always talk to myself. It's
Do it.
you're not crazy if you talk to
No,
yourself. You're
everyone does it.
sane.
Yeah.
Honestly,
That's what thinking is. It's
I
talking
think
to
crazy
yourself.
people don't talk to themselves.
Yeah.
Yeah, literally. Yeah, like nothing's happening up there. That's a little
It's a
off.
little
And-
sus.
And if you're the point for you is you want someone to listen, first of all, you're listening. Second of all, there are angels around you, there are spirits around you,
That
safe
are
spirits
protecting you.
Yeah,
that
you're
are
protected.
listening, that do care, and they are part of the universe
Because even your
and how it
spirit,
moves.
you're just a spirit in a body. That's all it is. Your spirit. Talk to your spirit friends, you know? They're
You got
listening.
you. At the end of the day, you will need to make sure you got you, regardless of who else you got. You need to have you.
If you're not in check, then nothing else is going to be in check. Tell you that. Everything is a mirror of you.
We just happen to get really lucky with each other.
Yeah.
For sure. For fucking sure. But not everybody has that, you know? So, again, we're here for you. You know, your angels are here for you. You should be there for you.
Yep.
Before anything.
Mhm.
And,
And I think that's really it.
Yeah.
All you could
Covers it
do
all.
is spread peace and love and try
Just
not
be
to get in your head.
be
Yeah.
positive, you know? And it could be very hard, you know? And don't feel bad because sometimes you won't be the most positive all the time. That's being a person.
It's human.
She knows how you feel today. We all know how you feel. Everybody feels things. It's, again, being angry and being sad isn't pessimistic.
That's just human.
Yeah, that's just being human. That's just feeling. Don't be pessimistic, though. That's
Just try your hardest.
That's literally just
Yeah.
looking at things.
I think it's more as if you keep it on a streak, then it's like, then you're letting it control you. Like, if it happens and it's a day, then you're entitled to that day where you're not in the best mood or you're moody. Well, I'm a pretty moody person. I go up, I go down. I'm a Pisces, moody as hell.
Oh yeah. We didn't even talk about our zodiac signs in the last one. We should have got into
Well, we
that.
could talk about like on a whole one.
Yeah, we just do like astrology and shit.
Oh yeah. Okay.
All right,
Yeah. So
so
I guess we have an
come back for
astrology
that.
episode coming back.
We got a lot
But
of shit coming.
leave recommendations of what you want to hear. Subscribe. Put a thumbs up. You know,
Comment.
follow our shit. Let us know what you want to see.
Yeah,
what
comment
your
what you wanna
opinions
see.
are.
What advice
Um,
for people with anxiety that help you?
If you feel
'cause
called to
it'll help
talk to us
a
personally,
lot
you
of
can
people.
DM us on Twitter or TikTok. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's it.
I hope you guys have a really, really good day, night, whatever part of the world you're in, whatever
Yes.
part of the day you're in. Have a good one of those.
Yes.
And
Yes.
we'll see you guys next time.
Bye.
Peace.
Bye.